Well, hello there. I'm testing out some lighting, and this is me lighting with no lights on in the room. Well, there, that's better. Okay, so, yes, I did get a haircut. Thank you for noticing. Thank you, everyone. How nice of you. So November 9th, all is fluid. The universe is in change. Life is an opinion. Marcus Aurelius in his personal meditations. Oscar, what are you doing? Oh, he's scratching his nails. In Plutarch's Life of Theseus, he described how this is Ryan Holiday now. He describes how the ship of Theseus, an Athenian hero, was preserved by the people of Athens in battle-ready conditions for many centuries. Each time a board decayed, it would be replaced until it was eventually every stick of wood every stick of wood of the ship had been replaced. Plutarch asks, is this the ship of Theseus or a new one? In Japan, a famous Shinto shrine is rebuilt every 23 years. It's gone through more than 60 of those cycles. It's one shrine 1,400 years old, or is it 60 consecutive shrines? Even the US Senate, given its staggered elections, could be said to have never been fully turned over. Is it the same body formed in the days of George Washington? Our understanding of what something is just a snapshot and ethereal. No, there's a lot of big words in here that I don't always get. I probably seem like a second grader reading this sometimes, doing like Billy Madison, kind of stuttering a lot. Oopsie poopsies. The universe is in a constant state of change. Our nails grow and are cut and keep growing. New skin replaces dead skin. Old memories are replaced by new memories. Are we still the same people? Are we still the same people around? Are the people around us the same? Nothing is exempt from this fluidity, not even the things that we hold most sacred. Here, I'll tell you something. I actually ran into an ex today, an ex from Winnipeg. It's weird because I thought of her, but this is an ex from when I was like 16, 17. So I would say almost like 10 years we haven't talked. And she was with her cousin. And we dated like, okay, however long 16-year-olds date, like 2 months or something. But on and off, we kept getting back together. And this kind of reminds me of her because it was just funny because the last time we talked, I don't know which one of us said it, but we're like, I never want to talk to you again. And we talked, and my cat's just using the litter box. That's what the sound is, in case anyone's wondering. No, it was nice. She was with her cousin. We talked for about, and then I was like, yeah, I just got back from Quebec, and I did this, and we told each other what our careers are and what we've all been up to, and she, was happy to see me, and it's just funny because like we're totally different people, so I guess she never wanted to see the Mackenzie of that time, and I can't remember who said it. It was probably her. But I did bring up because we exchanged credentials so we can keep in touch. And it was funny because I was like, I told her cousin, I was like, I kind of embarrassed her, but I was like, it's funny because the last time I saw you, I think you told me that you never wanted to see me again. But I guess, when 10 years pass, it's different. And she's like, oh, I used to tell people that all the time. But it is interesting because I went and stopped in at my friend's construction company. He has not seen me he has not seen me since before the pandemic. So that was, the last time I saw him was like January 2020. And he said, like, you seem really different. Your face seems more square and more, he was just complimenting me. Just because I think he just wanted me to work for him. He was telling me how good looking I was. You look so toned. I'm like, oh, stop. My arms aren't that big. Stop. And I guess when you don't see someone for a very long time, it's like you have the assumption that they're changed. And I guess somehow I can relate every quote in this book to me moving and moving back to Winnipeg after being here. I feel like it would almost be easier to move somewhere totally brand new because it's weird because I'm afraid to fall into old habits that I had when I was in Winnipeg. And for example, like Winnipeg, it's just different. Like it's so much different from Montreal. Like, but things here are just simpler. Getting hired here is quicker. There's less bureaucracy. Things just happen quicker in Winnipeg. It's a great, people ask me in Montreal, they're like, what's it like to be back in Winnipeg? I said, it's not as beautiful of a city. It's still a city, and I'm very proud to have grown up in Winnipeg. And I feel like it makes me a tougher person than if I were to have grown up in Montreal. Violent crime is very big in Winnipeg. It's the most violent city in Canada, I think. Which, okay, what does that say? It's like, yeah, it's not like there's definitely more violent cities in the world. I have no idea where I was going. See, that's the thing about the live stuff. I might lose track of what I was even talking about. But nothing changes. Nothing stays the same. And even Winnipeg, after 2 years, it's like it's just different. And there's way more weed stores popped up here for some reason. Like there's like 3 weed stores per block. It's like weed stores and bubble teas is all there is in Winnipeg for some reason. But if I were to describe Quebec, and of course I'm going to talk about my experience in Quebec, but this is a little one-off buried in a live video. I would actually describe Quebec as like, having a very, very attractive boyfriend or girlfriend, and that person is just batshit crazy. It's like they just make things way more difficult than they need to. As in, like, they're just perfect and they're so hot and sexy and the sex is amazing and it's just, you just have so much fun being around them. But they just complicate every little thing. It's like, is it going to be a good day today, or are they going to throw my shoes out in the backyard in the snow? You never know. And it's just like, why are you being so difficult? If you just would stop being so difficult, we'd have such a perfect life together. And it's just things in Quebec are so god-awfully difficult. And it's hard to describe, like changing your license over. There's just more rules when you sign up to work for a company. It's just in the culture. They have 80 more rules about everything. And the funny thing is no one follows these rules ever. That's why there's corruption in Quebec, because no one follows these rules ever. Every union of every type there, it has way more rules to become a member. While everywhere else in Canada, it seems fairly easy to become a union member, other than Vancouver. Vancouver seemed to have that thing too, and Toronto. So it's a bit of a big city thing, but I find the prairies are like the last frontier in North America. Same with the Midwest of America. It's like, they're both like the Midwest of the continent. And I think because of that, it's like there's still such growing and expanding industries. There's so much space here. Buying a storage unit is like, I have the same storage unit that I would have I have one here. It's $100 a month. If I were to have the same storage unit in Montreal, it would be $300 a month. Like, it is a very big difference. But coming back to the city, it's just proving a point. Like, nothing stays the same. I thought I would live in Montreal forever, and I think I made a logical decision to come back. And I think I'm prepping my life in order to go back, because I do want to go back. I love Winnipeg, but I love Montreal even more. And I want to go back there with better French skills than I have now. And it's nice. I was actually taught, there's French districts here. There's some towns in Manitoba that are French. A little bit of French Canadian here. And so they were very surprised to hear me speaking with them. And it's easier to speak with them because, I don't know, it's just not as expectation. And it's more like really surprising if someone that, like me, knows French. So feel free to comment and tell me what kind of content you want to see more of. I like these little babbles I have. I don't know if they're good or bad, but it just keeps the flow going of me speaking every day into the camera. I like having you guys. I like talking to you guys, and I want to keep the community up. If you can comment some things that you think of that are nothing stays the same, but tell me, I'll have a conversation with anyone in the comments. Tell me about stuff in your life that has changed or you realize never stays the same. Because in Winnipeg, coming back here, it's just like there's roads that were destroyed and rebuilt, and different roads were changed, intersections were changed, and it's funny, nothing's the same. And you'll never, I like that Office quote, you never will know when the good old days are. They could be right now in your life. This time in your life could be the best time in your life, and you might not appreciate it. And my last 2 years in Montreal was wicked and was full of a lot of fun, and I wish I didn't work as much, and I wish I enjoyed the city more. I wish I cultivated more relationships, but that's a mistake I made, and it's like, okay, well, now I can make an effort to really do that here, even though it's not as a popular, fun party city. And excuse the mess, I'm still unpacking. I did not unpack at all today. I kind of just went around Winnipeg and like took the city in, and it's like, yeah, I'm here. So yeah, let me know. Like, please have discussions with me and let me know. And I know this is so different from all the other content I've ever done, and I gain and lose subscribers a lot. Like, I gained like 150. I was looking in the analytics. I gained 150 subscribers from the shorts I've been posting in the last month, but then I lost like quite a bit from this type of new content. And maybe people on my channel are more used to just like to the walking streams, or I don't know, or like, yeah. But I'm gonna keep going, and I can't please everyone, and I'll gain more subscribers. And thanks for being on this journey with me. And yeah, if you can like the video, and hell, even go through my channel, like a couple more videos if you really like me. I'm in a point where I'm like, should I continue YouTube? Should I not? Like, I feel like I could maybe not make a full career out of it, but I feel like I could make a really good like side hustle of it. I think I could one day. Like, it is my dream to have a podcast that like I've been posting podcast episodes, and I have some maybe guests that I think they're waiting until I'm a little bit bigger, and so I'm really trying to push my podcast and get more watch time and views from it. And I honestly, it's my favorite thing in the world to talk to people, and I'm definitely it's my interest to get some people that are super left winged on here. And I don't really want to debate with them, but I want to just chat with them. Like certain issues. Like, for example, I don't really know very much about transgender people, and I don't understand the feelings that they have, or some of the issues that they're and some of their stances. I don't understand why, and I'd actually like to have, not to maybe convince me, but maybe I wouldn't agree with them, but I'm very interested into why they think that way and why they want what they want. So if you have any suggestions for people that you want to see on my podcast, let me know. Like, and if they're a mutual friend of yours, anyone, I'll take anyone, really, because I'm not big. I got 6,500 followers. I can't really turn down people. And yeah, so anyways, ciao for now. Talk to you guys later. I'll be uploading 1 or 2 more videos today, so yeah.